Good morning, and to my friend who's watching in Australia, g'day mate. Welcome back to the Pennine Way, day number 11 I think. So day number 11 is another big day. From Dufton up and over the mighty Cross Fell and down into Alston. Another day of around 20 miles. Now, when I looked at the weather forecast last night, I was a little bit nervous about today because there was a big band of heavy rain sweeping across the country. It was due to hang around until late morning. Well, it looks like it graces with its presence earlier than planned. And I don't want to get too excited just yet, but it may have passed. It might be the odd shower, and who knows what we'll get on Cross Fell. Obviously, it will have a climate of its own up there, but you never know. The Pennine Way god of weather may be looking after me again today. Fingers crossed. So, today's looking like it's going to be a good one. Let's see what it brings, shall we? So last night I stayed at Brow Farm B&B, which is on the road just as you come into Dufton. As I've been getting further north, there's two things that's been happening. The cows have been getting bigger, but the rooms in the B&B have been getting smaller. Last night's was that small, I used to do my stretchers on the single bed. And I wasn't alone in the room last night either. I was joined by about 50 daddy long legs through the night because it was so warm I had to keep the window open. That's what we're talking about, people. Fast phone signal for a change. That means that the day 10 video should be going live very shortly. Bit of a climb ahead by the look of it. So it's been a steady climb for the last mile or so. I'm at about just over 600 metres. I'm hitting the cloud lines shortly, so yeah. Whether we get a view from the top of Cross Fell today, it's in the hands of the Pennine Way god of views. I thought he'd got up nice and early on that bright sunny start to the day, but it is a Sunday, so he might have just decided to go back to bed. They always say when you're climbing, don't forget to stop occasionally and look back. It's a bit misty, but it still looks gorgeous down there. Wow, I'm so glad that we've got a little bit of clear sky. When I got to the last cairn, the path went in 4 directions and it wasn't easy to see which way you go, even from the map. Luckily, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the great big space centre up there, whatever it is quite a visible landmark today. And I know the trail passes near to there. Yeah, but it would be a nightmare if the mist was completely down, which it looks like it is beyond there, so we're not out of the woods yet in terms of navigating off Cross Fell. For now, we've got a bit of sanctuary in Stone Flag Path. Quite cool is that. I've seen that, you can actually see it as you're driving along the A66 on a clear day. I don't know why, but the first thing that popped into my head as I was walking past was the David Bowie song Space Oddity. Although I don't know why someone stuck a great football on the top of it. bit confused by that. I've made it to Little Dun Fell. I've actually got some views. The mist's been rolling in and out for the last hour or so. Even the beast that is Cross Fell is slowly starting to clear. Come on, Pennine Way, got a views. You can do it. Plenty of false summits on here. It's like one giant roller coaster is this. So that's what we've just descended down, Little Dun Fell. Just got this climb now up onto Cross Fell. Come on clouds, do one. Behold the mighty Cross Fell. Its trig point. Its fantastic shelter. And its spectacular views. You're gonna have to make do with a view of my big fat ugly mug, I'm afraid. The clouds properly come in. How magnificent is that shelter though? I mean, fortunately it's not windy, not cold, but that will be a welcome piece of respite on a shockingly bad day. Right, no time to linger. I believe there's a Greggs round here and I'm going to have my lunch at it, if I can find my way off the top of Cross Fell, which could be challenging. So I saw my first person of the day on the top of Cross Fell there, and I tried to engage him in conversation, but he didn't answer. So I didn't know if it was because he was hard of hearing, he didn't speak English, or he was a person to be avoided. So I didn't take any chances, and I'm hot-footing it off the top now. Actually, what am I thinking? Just before he arrived on the summit, I was recording a clip to camera. So he probably thinks that I'm the person to be avoided. Yes, this is what we came onto the Pennine Way for. Bogs, squelch. This is where you all want me to fall down one, isn't it, while I'm filming? So I've been looking forward to visiting here. I'm a sucker for a mountain bothy, so let's go in, shall we? I've not had a break yet. I've been going, I think this is the halfway point, so I'm ready for some food. Don't know, I've still got my sunglasses on. Look through here. Very good. Can even make a fire. I've had an idea, guys. If you're looking for somewhere cheap for a date night, get yourself off to Lidl, get some cheap wine and a bit of food, bring a few logs and some firelighters. Sorted. Oh, sleeping bags as well, you'll need those. Obviously there is the matter of the 10-mile walk to it, but bargain. Right, I'm going to have some food and yeah, have a rest for about 20 minutes I think. In fact, back to that date night idea. If you strike it lucky in terms of timing, you might not even need to bring your own food. Even cheaper. So I've left a note in the visitor's book, little mention to George there as well, to keep going, and don't forget to look after those blisters, George. Right, time to pack away and get off and on the road again. Right, let's wave goodbye to Greg's hut. The kind of place that you go into shelter from the rain. Well, it wasn't raining when I got there, and now I've come out, it's raining. Might as well just go back inside for a bit. Is that a little rainbow I do see there? So, I've kept the camera firmly in the pocket for the last hour or so. It started raining, put the waterproofs on, it stopped, I took them off, and then it started again. Anyway, you know the score. It looks like I'm just following a really long and winding path now for several miles until we eventually descend into Garrigill. So I think it's that time. I need to get the AirPods out and start to listen to some tunes to help while away the miles. So for the last hour it's just chucked it down. It's just been a case of getting the head down, listening to the music and getting on with it really. I did pass a couple a few miles ago now. No rucksacks, no waterproofs on. Heading up into the hills I'm assuming, because there's only one way up and one way down as far as I can see, so I'm not sure if they misjudged the weather. I have heard from George, by the way. He's making some fantastic progress. He's aiming to get to and camp on Crossfell tonight, so I hope this weather improves up there for him. There's still a chance that at the pace he's going at that we'll bump into each other again at some point along the trail. I think the man's a machine. I'm going to do exactly that. Oh, it started raining again. You can tell we're quite close to the Lake District around these parts. The weather's identical. Just skies that always look like they're threatening rain. I've got about just over 3 miles now to Alston, so camera probably back in the bag until we get there. Well, who knew? The rain stopped and it looks like we're in for a glorious end to the day. So, despite the heavy rain for the last hour or two, it's still been a fantastic day. The rain stayed away as I went up and over Crossfell, which was the main thing. It could have been quite unpleasant had the rain arrived when I was walking over there. And it was a fantastic walk. I loved that walk up and out of Dufton. You know, a long climb for about 6 or 7 miles, but it was fantastic. And when the rain came, you know, I was just walking along that road or track, whatever it was. So it was easy miles, listening to the music and just letting the rain bounce off my waterproofs. So I've got a couple of miles into Dufton now. Not Dufton, Alston. And hopefully the owners of the accommodation will let me in, because I think I will definitely smell of bog today. Guaranteed. So I've made it here to Alston. Another fantastic day on the Pennine Way of just over 20 miles today. A roller coaster day with quite a lot of ascent, certainly a mixed bag of weather. Looking out the window now, it's absolutely glorious here. It wasn't a few hours ago as I was descending from Crossfell. And I actually feel like my shoes actually look like they've actually been on the Pennine Way. For the first 10 days they look brand new still, but yes, they've definitely seen some bog today, and unfortunately I've walked a lot of that onto the carpet in this B&B room, so I'll have to clean that up before I go in the morning. Right, okay, so plan for tonight is a shower because I smell of bog, the people at the place I'm staying, which is also a pub, have kindly booked me a table for 7 o'clock, so I'm hoping they've got roast dinner available, with it being a Sunday, because if they have, I'll be smashing one of those tonight. And then it will be another night of relaxing and editing the video for tomorrow. There's no phone signal again here. Oh well, no 4G. But I think the place has Wi-Fi, so fingers crossed it does, and it's fast enough to enable me to upload today's video. Right, so tomorrow is a slightly shorter day, over to Greenhead, I do believe, so we'll look forward to that one. Until then, bye for now.